One day, a boy was relaxing in his room when he suddenly heard a loud noise behind him. To his surprise, a girl had fallen from the ceiling into his room, but she wasn't just any girl, she was a snake girl. Terrified of being seen by a human, she tried to flee, but her leg was injured, leaving her with no choice but to turn him into stone and escape. However, just as she was about to do so, he spoke up, saying, "You have beautiful hair," followed by a sudden proposal to marry him. This completely caught her off guard, making her wonder, does he think I'm just wearing a costume or something? Noticing the wound on her leg, he immediately started tending to it without hesitation. This act of kindness made her feel even more embarrassed, and she couldn't help but think that he might come to despise her appearance. She hid her face, but he gently reassured her, saying, "You're beautiful, so don't hide yourself. Besides, I like snakes." She was taken aback and realized that he wasn't joking. His eyes were filled with pure sincerity. As all of this happened, he finally glanced up at the ceiling, noticing the massive hole she had created. Looking at her, he curiously asked, "Were you up in the attic trying to catch mice?" Before explaining, "The mice here are well fed because I leave food out for them, so they'd probably be happy if a snake came along to eat them." Hearing this, she was utterly shocked and thought, "So, was this a trap to catch me after all?" But before she could dwell on it, he quickly reassured her that he wouldn't let anyone see her hair and promised to take care of her, asking her to stay. This left her speechless. After a moment, she finally responded, "Let's start as friends first," which completely floored him. However, after recovering from his surprise, he was overjoyed to have the chance to be her friend. He then introduced himself as Yumi Haru and asked for her name. She replied, "Kamish Nagi." Curious, he asked her where she lived. She hesitated before admitting, "I don't have a home. I wander from place to place, wherever I can find food." Concerned, he told her, "I can't let you walk around this dangerous town alone at night. Stay here for tonight, Nagi." Just then, his mother knocked on the door, causing both of them to panic. Thinking quickly, Haru explained to his mother that the ceiling had collapsed on his friend, and since she lived alone, she should be allowed to stay the night. His mother, frustrated that he hadn't mentioned this sooner, scolded him before leaving to buy groceries for dinner. After his mother left, Haru realized something. Nagi could also take on a human form. She smiled and teased, "How else do you think I've been able to live among humans?" He chuckled and responded, "Your snake hair is way cuter than normal hair," which made her unexpectedly happy. He then asked if she could eat human food, to which she confidently replied, "My stomach is much stronger than a human's. I can eat anything, even tree branches and poisonous mushrooms." Hearing this, he felt a bit sorry for her. When dinner arrived, she hesitated at first, unsure whether to eat the food. But before she could make a decision, one of her snake hairs started eating on its own, and soon, all the others followed, devouring the meal before she even had a chance to taste it. Seeing this, Haru offered her a spoonful of his own food. Though she was embarrassed, she couldn't resist the temptation and took a bite, only to be amazed at how delicious it was. Just as they were enjoying dinner, another loud noise echoed through the room. This time, it was Nagi turning a tanuki into stone after it had bitten her arms multiple times. Haru looked at her and curiously asked, "When you fell from the ceiling, did you try to turn me to stone too?" Nagi was shocked that he had figured it out. She started feeling down, fearing that he might now see her as a dangerous being. However, instead of being afraid, Haru was relieved, glad that she had a way to protect herself. Later, he handed her a futon to sleep in. Overjoyed, she exclaimed, "This is so much softer than the rocks I slept on yesterday." Meanwhile, Haru started worrying. Was it really okay for him to sleep in the same room as the girl he had just confessed to? Nervously, he suggested, "Maybe we should sleep in separate rooms?" However, Nagi's expression immediately darkened, fear creeping into her eyes. She was terrified at the thought of being left alone among humans. Seeing her reaction, Haru sighed and decided to stay. As she snuggled into her futon, she whispered, This is the first time I've ever felt safe while falling asleep." As for Haru, he found himself unable to sleep. He glanced over at her, intending to take a quick look at her sleeping face, only to find a snake coiled up, guarding her while she rested.